Welcome. Yesterday's NBA news from the 2nd and 3rd of July of 2024. Yeah, I mean, it was considerably less active day. Okay, I'm a little off, but wanted to do this anyway because some interesting moves happened, which I already talked about in my Warriors video. Please check that out. I'll be going over it briefly here and the rest of the news that have happened. LeBron signed a 2-year, $104 million deal with the Lakers. No trade clause and a player option. So LeBron gets flexibility over his future, gets $52 million a year for next year. Hey, the Lakers are not better, but it does not matter, right? The Lakers also hired 2 assistants in Nate McMillan, who coached the Hawks previously, and Scott Brooks, I'm pretty sure, as assistants for JJ Redick's staff, which obviously makes it NBA head coach level assistant staff because they both were head coaches. They have like over 1,100 wins together combined, obviously. Even though Nate McMillan's tenure in Atlanta was really bad by the end of it, and no players really liked him, which started with his offensive ideals. Obviously, as an assistant coach, especially defensively, I think he should do a really good job. And Scott Brooks, I don't honestly even know where he last coached, but I mean, they're head coaches. Maybe they'll drive assistants as assistants with the Lakers here for JJ Redick's staff. There was a report that the Lakers have tried to hire Terry Stotts 3 times and have been rejected 3 times, which is intriguing. Which obviously Terry Stotts went to the Warriors, which I'll talk about later on. And Dwayne Casey also did not want to be on JJ Redick's coaching staff. So the Lakers got former head coaches on JJ Redick's staff, which was essentially what they wanted to do, right? They wanted to surround him with great assistants or head coach level equivalents of assistants. Hopefully, it will work power wise, right? We've seen what happened with Adrian Griffin Jr., who even had prior coaching experiences, right? And Terry Stotts was hired there as an assistant, and things went sideways. So we'll see how that works in terms of respect and everything. But it's a good staff, I would say. It will be really intriguing to see all this Lakers drama, though, for sure. Donovan Mitchell staying in Cleveland, obviously with a 3-year, $150.3 million max extension. For now, he is staying. He has the deal he wanted. We'll see if he forces a trade later on, but this is a great deal for the Cavaliers. They still have some room for improvement, obviously. Could they move Darius Garland? Could they move Jared Allen? We'll see. But even if they don't, if they are healthy, I think with a new head coach, they can make it work if Evan Mobley takes a bit of a leap, if they stay healthy, if Darius Garland is able to at least reproduce some of his 2020, 2021 magic now, right? Or was it 2022? Right? So I like this obviously for Donovan. I love this for the Cavs. Hopefully they'll be able to have a healthy season next year. Then Jonathan Isaac is signing a 5-year, $84 million deal to stay with the Orlando Magic, which I find really intriguing. And he gets the most amount of money, like 23 million in his first year. And then it goes down and it's going to be like 12 million by the 5th year. And if he stays healthy, defensively sensational, clearly has improved his shooting. So, and very versatile, obviously, defensively. So, as long as some offense is there, he'll be really valuable. And this deal makes a lot of sense for the Magic, who have re-upped all these bench pieces besides Markel Fultz, which I think makes sense, as he was one of the guys in a logjam on the point guard spot, and it gives more space to Jalen Sachs, to Cole Anthony. Doesn't create any tension, and you eventually replace him with KCP, who is a better player overall, obviously, and is a great small guard, shooting guard for this Magic team. So I love what the Magic have done. Then the Warriors, things that happened, already made a whole video about it. So sign and trade for Buddy Hield, still not confirmed what will be going to Philadelphia or if it will happen, but it was reported late yesterday. Nothing came of it, which I mean it has been like, what is it, 12 hours, 13 hours already since they said they were in advanced talks for a sign and trade for Buddy Hield. We'll see when it gets truly finalized. Then Draymond had a podcast where he said he planned to leave the Warriors for the Grizzlies last season, which is something. And Kyle Anderson obviously had a 3-year, $27 million deal with the Warriors. Great addition for them. And they hired Terry Stotts as lead assistant head coach, lead assistant coach, and Jerry Staghouse as an assistant, which I really like. I really do like that. Let me just tell you all, I really like that. Anyway, um, of course, I'm really intrigued to see how all of this works. More stuff coming out about Clay from less reputable sources, especially Kendra Andrews, who has been one of the Warriors' enemies in a way for fake reporting like 2 years earlier or something like that about the Memphis series, what Steph said there. So we'll see what happens there. Um, and also, I'm sorry for not getting the stats on here today, but it was such a low, that was the Warriors stuff, and I had too much going on. So it's yeah, I could have done it, but I just didn't today. I'm sorry. I'll do better tomorrow, hopefully. Might not, might will. Okay, I'm sorry. Sometimes I just speak Japanese, I guess, which I understand. My accent is just clearly Czechish. Um, it's just how I've been born. It's just how I've heard English my whole life, and I'm gonna try to work on that accent a little bit more. But it's just hard, and I don't have the time to do it. Honestly, right? It's just too much. Maybe I should be doing these videos in Czech, but uh, that would also not challenge me a bit. And I like to expand my vocabulary English wise. And hey, I'll try to work on this accent. I'll make it a goal for this upcoming season to work daily on some accent stuff for these videos, and we'll see how that works. I'll try, I promise. Anyway, Monte Morris signing with the Phoenix Suns. No report on if it's a 1-year deal, which I expect, and the money. Mo Wagner is returning to the Magic on a 2-year, $22 million deal to return to the Orlando Magic. And he obviously completes the Magic resigning spree and pretty much uh, locks their roster for next season, which I really like. Um, then Xavier Tillman resigning on a 2-year, however many $1 million deal, which we do not know yet, to return to the Boston Celtics. He had his moments right in the finals. He hit that corner 3-pointer, which was intriguing. Anyway, uh, obviously Celtics just running it back, and I think it's great. James Wiseman on a 2-year, however many $1 million deal, we do not know yet the details of it, to sign with the Indiana Pacers, which I love. I think this system could really fit him, even though his hands are his biggest issues, which in this fast-paced offense, maybe it will be even more shown. But, I mean, they should get him easy baskets if he plays, and he's essentially the Jalen Smith replacement, which I like at the end of the day. And then we go into some rumors. Zach Levine update where the relationship apparently between the two sides is cooked. Then, surprise, surprise, the Clippers, home of the second chances, want to give a second chance to Miles Bridges, which I prefer not to speak about. I don't think he deserves a second chance, and I don't care what you think. He deserves a second chance in therapy and stuff, I guess, but it's just distasteful to me, and I don't think he should be playing in the league, especially if you're banning, especially if you are not making. I mean, if you're given a lifetime ban for betting, I don't understand how there is no lifetime ban for domestic abuse. Uh, it doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, Kyle Kuzma is the next rumor. The Wizards want 2 first-round picks for him, which we'll see if the Kings obviously are interested from what we've heard. We'll see if anyone else is interested and if they are willing to give it to them. And nothing else there yet. Bulls also will look to move to Nikola Vucevic if DeMar DeRozan leaves, which I like. And it makes sense for the Bulls just go full rebuild, even though they should have done this probably a year ago. Better late than never. And I mean, Cooper Flag is out there waiting for next year's draft, and that would be special for Chicago. Maybe the savior they need. Anyway, Kemba Walker retired. Salute to a great career. Obviously, great college career. Had some really great moments in Charlotte, especially. Shame it didn't work out for him in Boston overall, but Uh, really good career for Kemba Walker. A really likable player. Shout out to him. Hope he, his beyond basketball life goes as good as the basketball life did. DeMar DeRozan, more rumors about him. Sacramento, the dark horse for him. Miami rumors also around DeMar. So we'll see where DeMar ends up. Obviously, the Lakers are interested, the Clippers are interested. I don't know if there is anyone else, but uh, there are obviously teams interested in DeMar, and we'll see how this shapes out. Which I mean, it really is looking like he'll leave the Chicago Bulls. It's just a matter of how sign and trade to who pretty, pretty much it appears. There was a rumor that the Bulls are interested in Kevin Herter, which would facilitate it with the Kings, I suppose. Then the Sixers are interested in Dorian Finney-Smith, which I would like. Obviously, Cam Johnson and Dorian Finney-Smith are likely to be moved by the Nets as they go into full rebuild mode, and the Sixers are going all in, so why not add another piece for a pick? I would like that a lot. Then the New York Knicks are interested in Volker Kessler, who apparently Utah wants to move him. He had a weird season after a great rookie year. Why not for the Knicks? He seems like a center they like, their prototype player. So we'll see, obviously, if anything comes of it. And then lastly, Jalen Green and Şengün will likely not get max contract extension from the Houston Rockets, which is an intriguing development. But I guess both have not proved enough yet. Obviously, Jalen Green had an incredible second half of the season, which obviously happened when Alperen Şengün was out. So we'll see how the Rockets manage these two guys after this year. But I guess they are not in no rush to extend them yet because they, of course, need to see a little bit more from both of them to decide how this thing will work moving forward after this year. And that will do it. Sorry for my accent. I promise I'll try. I promise I'll try. I figure it out. I have to time manage a little better and at least a little bit of practice listening to different accents. Even though English speaking, I listen to English speakers all the time, right? But I guess I just yeah, I'll see what I can do about it. Just so I have a better accent. And as always, be kind, trust, to others. I'll be here to cover Warrior news and NBA news tomorrow, as always. And I'll catch you all then. Love you all.